Hello, it's Mr. Swift. I was just looking through this unit and realizing there are a lot of names and different concepts, and so I thought the best thing I could do to help you get through this is show you the textbook. So I want to review how to get to the textbook. So when you're in your activities list, and I always recommend that you work through the activities list rather than the to-do list so that you'll see everything. If you pick one of the pages that says instruction and you scroll to the bottom, there is the American History link. You'll click on that. It will take you to the correct lesson for that lesson. So there's a lesson in the textbook, there's a lesson in Pearson. And I like the way I like the way this textbook is organized better than the Pearson. And so if you read through this, you can skip reading through what's on the Pearson. And they're both called Pearson, so that's confusing. But this is the textbook, and this is Pearson. So here we go. There are three things I want to show you. The table of contents, the glossary, and the index. So starting out with the table of contents, when you click in, you can expand where you are to see what's coming up in this particular lesson. So right now we're on 7.1, and here are all the little topics in 7.1. This, by the way, is the longest lesson in the entire class. The others are shorter. So if we go to this one, it's a little shorter, and that's good. You can keep going forward by clicking the Go to the Next Page button. There's one at the top, one at the bottom, and that'll help you to navigate. I want to show you how to know when you're at the end. So I'm clicking the last topic in this lesson, and I'm going to click the next. And like I said, this is the longest lesson in the class. So don't get discouraged by this one. So when you get to the end, there'll be an assessment, and it has some questions in it. That you don't have to answer the questions, but that's how you know that you're at the end of that lesson. Okay, you can hide the table of contents if you want, right here, by the way. It'll keep popping back up every time you change pages, but that works. I like to read this in tablet mode, and you might try that, see how you like it. Okay, thinking about the index and the glossary. So the glossary is like a dictionary of all the things in this class, and you can, like, say you don't remember what a spinning jenny is. You would click on the S. Oh, we have to click right on the S, and it'll open up, and I'll go down here. There's S's. Oh, we didn't quite get to spinning jenny, so I have to hit the next. And spinning jenny. There it is. A machine developed in 1764 that could spin several threads at once. Okay, got it. Now I can answer that question on the test or quick check. So cool. We can hit that minus and make the alphabet disappear. And then I'm going to go to the index. The index is different than the glossary because the index tells you where to find something. So let's go click on S again and find spinning jenny and find where it's going to be in the textbook. So scrolling down, again, I have to go to the next page. I hope I don't have to do it again. I might have to. I do have to. Next page. Looking for spinning jenny. Spinning jenny, spinning jenny. There it is. And I can just click there and it'll take me to that page. Oh, there it is, the key term. That didn't help that much, but we should click on the next place that's linked to get to it. So I'm going to stop there. Hopefully that's helpful. There are also some maps back here in the atlas, so that might be a good thing for you to look at sometimes, especially if you like maps. So Hope that's helpful to get you through these tests and quizzes and quick checks. And let me know if you have questions that I can address in these videos, because I'm happy to help you guys out. Have a great day.